Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Keeping Up with the Castle, your news show and discussion on everything Walt Disney World. On today's episode we have Disney Society Orchestra to replace Beauty and the Beast live on stage. We have the Magic Kingdom dethrones Islands of Adventure Universal on TripAdvisor's 2020 Traveler's Choice Awards. Very cool, happy for that, a lot more to come. And then Ample Hills closes permanently at the Walt Disney World Resort. And then construction workers are now back at the large Epcot coming attractions. So all that and more up next. Welcome back to the show, everybody. My name is Colin. I will be your host, and join with me every single episode. My co-host Brendan. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Very good. Glad to be back in the studio to bring some news to all of you wonderful people out there. So, just some internal news. Just because I want to say it because I'm excited. My birthday is actually the day this is released. If you're watching it on Tuesday, August the 4th. So. Happy birthday to myself. I just wanted to say that because I'm happy about it. Anyways, all that aside, we do have a bunch of news to bring you for you Disney World fans. So we're going to pretty much dive right in, and Brendan's going to go ahead and start for us as usual.
So first up for my news today is the Disney Society Orchestra to replace Beauty and the Beast live on stage. The battle between the Actors Equity Union and Disney continues with the debut of a brand new show, the Disney Society Orchestra and Friends. The show is Disney's answers to the stalemate with the Workers Union. The new show will not feature any equity actors. So this is big news. I think the show needed to be revamped anyway.
Yeah.
So this is kind of just happened, and I'm not mad about it. It kind of stinks for the workers, but at the same time, the show needed to be redone anyway, so I'm not too upset.
No, I agree. I was going to say the same thing. For the actors and the cast members that have been there for a while and have done a great job. I wish you were still around, but with everything happening, Disney has to do what they have to do. If you can't come to an agreement, they need to fill bodies or do something somewhere. And I know they are already being cut back on a lot of live shows, so it's nice they're still having some.
And more news from the weekend, the Little Mermaid show got canceled too, so that kind of in together, probably a little bit of cutting, some of the workers not wanting
budget cuts, less workers, less performers. So it's nice to see that they're still doing something, but I do hope they come to an agreement eventually, but at least they need to update the Beauty and the Beast show if they do bring it back. But I'm curious to see what this show is like. Alright everybody, first up for my news topic is that the Magic Kingdom has dethroned Universal Orlando's Island of Adventures for TripAdvisor's 2020 Traveler's Choice Awards for this year. So for 5 years running, Islands of Adventure at Universal Orlando has been voted the top theme park in the world. And then now in 2020, the Magic Kingdom took the top spot in TripAdvisor's Traveler's Choice Awards in the amusement park category. So first place was Magic Kingdom. Second place was a park called, forgive me if I'm saying this wrong, it's from France, Puy de Feuille. And then third place was Islands of Adventure Universal, which for 5 years in a row was number 1, so they dropped to number 3. Fourth place, Disney's Animal Kingdom, which I think is a big jump. Back in the day, they always used to be the straggler. Oh, they were a zoo, this and that, a half-day park. Let me tell you, they're fourth best in the world now.
Avatar really bumped that.
And then the longer it's there, the more it grows on people. And people live on safaris nowadays even more than they used to, I swear. So on top of that, Universal Studios Orlando was in 5th place. Other notable theme parks are Disneyland Anaheim, the original Walt Disney Park, Disneyland, came in at 11th place. Disney's Hollywood Studios at 12th place, which I think next year will have a much bigger jump. 2020 was a weird year, and with Galaxy's Edge opening and Toy Story, I think that would have been much higher than it should have been. And then just last but not least, California Adventure at 15th place, then Hong Kong Disneyland at 17th place. So that being said, I have a question for Brennan. If you talk to Imagineers, executives, diehard Disney fans that have traveled the globe and gone to all the parks, there's one park on here that has been well-renowned, named as the best Disney park.
Disneyland Sea?
Yeah, Tokyo Disneyland Sea. So
that's what I was
saying.
saying.
How is that? It didn't even place. Epcot and Tokyo Disney Sea did not place.
I could see Epcot not happening because when you walk in the park, there's just walls.
Epcot
for 2020, I understand.
The people that love Epcot like us, we love it because it's like a Disney Springs inside the park. We like to walk around and eat and drink and socialize, and I love Test Track and Soarin', but
I think that's why that falls off. But I've never been there, but I've heard amazing things. I've seen videos. I've seen so many different things. I don't know if it could be the number one park, but top 10. I would put it in the top 10, and I haven't even been there. Top 15 easy.
There's very small theme parks that landed in this list, and Tokyo Disney Sea didn't. So I'm a little
I wonder
disturbed by that.
The one in France is. I'm gonna have to go look that up after this.
Yeah. I'm curious because obviously, Paris didn't make the list, so Disneyland Paris. So
yeah, there's a lot of renovations going on.
It's a smaller park, and it's one of the lesser Disney parks, but I still think it's an awesome park. But we just wanted to break this kind of, and again, this is just TripAdvisor. This is not the end all be all, but we wanted to break this to you because 5 years in a row, Universal has won, and now Disney has it back in the throne.
Yeah. So up next for my news is Ample Hills permanently closes at Walt Disney World. Following the news earlier this week that the new owners of Ample Hill will not be reopening their existing location at Disney's Boardwalk. Signs that the ice creams have already been covered up. The company had operated a location at Disney's Boardwalk Resort for the last 5 years and was in early construction phases of opening a location at Disney Springs on the west side. Signage has also been removed from the site.
Yeah.
I think this has to be a COVID thing. If you're not open, you're not making money, it's hard to keep new things. It's hard to get new things open.
Because they have locations, most of them are more in the northeastern area.
Yeah.
Like Boston, New York, New Jersey, that's where a lot of their main stuff is. They're keeping a lot of those open. I think there's so much uncertainty when it's in an amusement park because there's certain rules and regulations on that versus a general storefront small business. So I think the new company that bought them out has to put their best foot forward. And even knowing Disney's open, the Boardwalk's not. It's closed indefinitely. That's one of the parks that doesn't even have a new opening date.
Yeah.
So I think it's smart, and then again, investing in the new Disney Springs one didn't even break ground. It's an empty white, black and white store right now.
Yeah, so you don't want to put in some money, especially times like these. But the other location I do see, why it's just. I think those hotels aren't even open yet.
Boardwalk's not open, and the NBA is not going to open for the Yacht and Beach Club.
And they were already struggling before this, so I can see why all this is happening.
So either way, I'm glad that if you have had the ooey gooey toffee cake ice cream from Ample Hills, bless you. It's amazing. I know that you love it, and if you live near a location,
I wonder if you can get it shipped. We'll have to look into that.
We'll see. But either way, while they're around for the last 5 years, they've been fantastic. But I wish they could stay. All right. Last but not least for the news today is that the large attractions in Epcot, the construction has begun again. So this is great news. Some of these need to be done by the 50th, and I guarantee they will. So the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind and Epcot construction resumes after a lengthy shutdown due to the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as Remy's Ratatouille Adventure in the France Pavilion. So as you can see in the photos you're looking at, welders can be seen on the rooftop of the former Universe of Energy, which is now the home to the queue and pre-show area of the Cosmic Rewind Guardians coaster. And then in the photos you're seeing now, crews can be seen working on the exterior facades, landscaping, minor decor decorations, coloring, stuff like that at the Ratatouille attraction. So they're very far ahead in the Remy ride. They need to make up ground in Cosmic.
Yeah, so. Cosmic still has some ways to go. Ratatouille, we did see it on the map for, was it?
Windflower and Garden
Flower and
before COVID.
So I'm thinking They're probably, I would think October.
Just fine-tuning, tweaking, finishing touches, exterior.
I could see an opening of October. Just a random guess. That's
I'd
totally.
I'd say mid to late
2
October.
more months. Yeah,
they're
late
not gonna
October,
have the
late
Halloween
October.
rush they normally do. There's no, Mickey's Not So Scary. The
Park
festival will be
hours
around,
are-
but reduced capacity. Park hours
Hours are different, so they can work more.
Right. Speaking of that, if you did not know, just while we're on this blurb, every park is only open for 10 hours, and they stagger the hours so that there's less busyness per transportation. So there's a park every day that opens at 8, 9, 10, and 11, and their hours close as compared to 10 hours later. So, I don't know. But that being said, I think they need to man construction day and night, hopefully. I know they're really eager to get these done. They're very far in them. Tron at Magic Kingdom, there's no even conversation on that. They will get that done by the 50th. And I'm very much looking forward to that new ride vehicle and that conception. Yeah. Granted, it's not brand new. I've never been on it. It's in Shanghai.
Yeah.
But, which, again, wasn't on that list from the news topic earlier. That's wild to me.
It is what it
we're
is.
biased though, it's Disney bias, so maybe that's part of it. But there was like Funland, Kissimmee on there and stuff like that, and I'm concerned at who did the voting for TripAdvisor, but
it wasn't me.
Yeah. Now, that being said, do you have anything else to add to this news day, Brendan?
No, I do not.
All right. Well, I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of Keeping Up the Castle. If you have not already, please hit the thumbs up button. And if you have not, also very, very, very much please hit the subscribe button. It helps more than you know. And also you'll see all feature content, news content, reviews, high and low show, ranking shows, vlogs, all the above. With that being said, we will see you next time. Thank you again. Take care, everybody.
Have a good one.